Hello everyone, welcome back to Happy Zone of Maths. Today I am going to demonstrate about addition and subtraction of fractions. But first of all, let us understand what do you mean by fraction. If you take an apple and cut it into 4 equal parts, and if you take 1 part out of 4, it will represent the fraction of 1 out of 4. And if you take 2 parts out of it, then it will represent the fraction of 2 out of 4. Now, if you take 1 part out of 4 and then again you take 2 parts out of 4, so how many parts will you have? You will have 3 parts out of 4. If you represent it in terms of fraction, it will be like 1 upon 4 and 2 upon 4. When they are added together, it will give you 3 upon 4. As you can see it on the screen, children, we have seen, if we observe it, 1 upon 4 plus 2 upon 4 will give you 3 upon 4. Alright, so what is happening here? Denominator is remaining as it is and only the numerators are getting added. Let us understand it mathematically. When you add 1 upon 4 to 2 upon 4, what will happen here is only numerator, that is 1 and 2, will be added and 4 will remain as it is. And hence the answer will be 3 upon 4. Let's take one example of subtraction as well. 5 upon 7 minus 3 upon 7, it will be equal to 5 minus 3 upon 7. Again here also, children, 7 remains as it is. So what do you understand here? Only numerators are added or subtracted when while denominators remains as it is. And when it will happen? When you are adding or subtracting two fractions with same denominator. Clear, children? Now let us understand what to do when denominators are not equal. There are various steps which you are supposed to follow here. First step is find the LCM, that is lowest common multiple or least common multiple of the given denominators. Then write each fraction in such a way that the LCM becomes the common denominators. Now we add only numerators and keep denominators as it is, and then reduce the final answer to its lowest form. Now out of these steps, children, if you observe here the second step, that is write each fraction in such a way that the LCM becomes the common denominator. For this you need to understand what do you mean by equivalent fraction, because here what we will be doing exactly is we will be finding equivalent fraction with the denominator which is equal to the LCM of the given two different denominators. Let us understand what does it mean. Equivalent fractions. Let's take one scenario, okay? Let's say you have ordered a pizza for you and your sibling, okay? First of all, I would like to tell you all are children, please do not eat junk food regular basis, okay? Once in a month is fine, but not on a regular basis, okay? Let's come back to the fractions. Now, if you are two siblings, then what will you do? You will make exactly 2 parts, right? And then that one part will represent a fraction, that is 1 out of 2, that means 1 upon 2. Now, if after a month you again order a pizza wherein you have planned that 2 of your friends are also going to join, okay? So that time what you will do? You will make 4 equal parts, right? But suddenly, let's say, due to raining, the friends are not able to come to your place, okay? So initially what you were about to get is 1 part of 4, right? Each one of you will get 1 part of 4, but now because your friends are not coming, that means only 2 siblings will be dividing these 4 parts between you and your sibling, right? And so you will get 2 parts out of 4. Am I correct, children? But here is the magic. Observe these 2 parts, okay? This part as well as this part. Aren't they same, children? The parts are same, but the fractions which are representing the same parts, they look like different. How is it possible? This part is representing 1 upon 2 and this part is representing 2 upon 4. How is it possible? Let us understand it now. Okay, now this is 1 upon 2 and this is 2 upon 4, but they are same. That means I can say that this fraction is equal to this fraction. But how are we able to, what is the connection? What is the relation between these two? So if you observe carefully, children, if you multiply this fraction, that is numerator as well as denominator, with the same number, that is 2 and 2, what answer you will get is 1 2s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Clear? And then you can say that this 1 upon 2 is equal to 2 upon 4. So what do we understand here, children? If a given fraction is multiplied with the same number to its numerator and its denominator, then the new fraction which is formed will be equal to the same fraction because it will be representing the same part. And that is why in the end I can say that 1 upon 2 is equal to 2 upon 4. I hope you are clear with the equivalent fractions. Now this concept we are going to use while adding or subtracting two fractions or fractions when the denominators are not equal. Okay, so let's come back to it. When denominators are not equal, let's take one example. 2 upon 3 plus 4 upon 5. As you can observe here, 3 and 5, both the denominators are different. So while adding it, what is the first step you are supposed to do? Find LCM of 3 and 5, which is 15. Alright, and now what I am going to do is, I am going to represent this 2 upon 3 in such a fraction that the denominators becomes 15 and same with 4 upon 5. How will you do that? This 3 can be converted to 15 by multiplying the 3 by 5. And if you are multiplying denominator by 5, then you have to multiply numerator also by 5. And in this way, the new fraction formed is 2 5s are 10, 3 5s are 15. And then 2 upon 3 will be equal to 10 upon 15. Similarly, this 4 upon 5 will be written as 12 upon 15. Just now we have seen that these equivalent fractions represent the same parts. So now instead of adding 2 upon 3 and 4 upon 5, we found their equivalent fractions such that the denominators becomes equal. And when the denominators becomes equal, the addition is easy, right? We are just supposed to add the numerators. So 10 plus 12 and the 15 remains as it is, and therefore your final answer will be 10 plus 12, 22 upon 15. I hope you are clear with this method. There is another way as well. Like I have seen many children get confused while applying this LCM method. The other method is also doing the same thing but just in a different way. What we do in another way is, let's take an example. If we subtract 3 upon 7 from 5 upon 9, what will happen? Here what we do is in this way. Now observe here carefully what exactly I have done here. I have multiplied 9 and 7, that is the different denominators, and I have taken it as a common denominator for both of these fractions. Now why I am multiplying 9 and 7? Because 9 and 7 if you multiply, then whatever the number is coming, that will be the common multiple for 9 as well as 7. Here let me clear one concept, that is multiple. In simple language, if I have to tell you what do you mean by multiple, then multiple is a number which is a part of that table. Okay, so now in this case, common multiple of 9 and 7, that is the number which will be present in a 9's table and a 7's table, I will be able to get it by finding its product also. So 9 7s is 63. So 63 is in the table of 9 as well as in the table of 7. Okay, so 9 into 7 I am taking as a denominator, that is common denominator. Then this numerator will be multiplying the denominator of the other fraction, and this numerator will be multiplied with the denominator of the previous fraction. So what is happening here? 5 into 7 minus 3 into 9. So if you do in this way also, 5 sevens are 35, 3 nines are 27, 9 sevens are 63. So now you have a common denominator, and now you just do the subtraction, which will give you answer as 8 upon 63. I hope you are clear with this method also. What we do here is multiply the denominators and then numerator with the denominator of other fractions. Okay, many of my children get this method easy, but in this case we don't get the least common multiple. We get the common multiple but not the least one. So most of the time you are supposed to simplify whatever the final answer comes. That is the only extra thing you will have to do here. Now let us summarize what all things we have seen in this video. When denominators are equal, what do we do, children? We just add or subtract the numerators and denominators will be as it is. Whereas when denominators are not equal, what do we do is, one way is finding LCM and the other way I told you in the last sum, that is, if the denominators are different, then just multiply the denominators and numerators also in this way and then get your final answers. I hope you are now clear with the addition and subtraction of fractions. Now watch this video every day and solve at least 10 sums, and then in your language you will be pro in the operations of fractions. This video is going to be helpful from class 5 till class 10 children. So please share this video with maximum number of students so that their knowledge regarding fractions and its addition and subtractions will be cleared. Now like this children, I am going to make more videos regarding properties of triangles, circles and quadrilaterals. So do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel Happy Zone of Math. Remember, we are here to make math simple. Thank you.